But he was, when Brandon was in a tough fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. 8 rounds of boxing for the vacant New England Super Lightweight Championship. Your referee for this championship bout will be Connecticut's Johnny Callis. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my left. Tonight he comes to us wearing gold and black trunks with white trim. His record, perfect. 11 wins, 0 defeats, 5 big wins by way of knockout. He comes to us from Lowell, Massachusetts. They call him Saint Nick. Nick Molina. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, wearing silver trunks with white trim. His record impressive. 9 wins, only 2 defeats, 5 big wins by way of knockout. They call him the Fighting Pride of Chelmsford, Massachusetts, Brandon the Hammer Higgins. 8 rounds, New England Super Lightweight Championship.
Oh, our ring announcer Peter Zimmer in fine form tonight has this crowd whipped up into a frenzy. It's ecstatic. Everyone's on their feet before the fight even starts. Both fighters with massive followings. Once again, the biggest fight to hit the Merrimack Valley in years for the New England Super Lightweight Championship. It doesn't get more exciting than this, guys, when it comes to club boxing. This is your main event of the Thanksgiving Spectacular. Guys, I am excited for this one.
I can honestly tell you guys, as a broadcaster, I've never been excited. This, even though I'm not involved in any corners tonight, this might be the most excited I've ever been at a Boston boxing event. Here we go.
We are
This first round is going to be very telling.
Yep. Molina, the boxer. Molina always quick for the pot shots.
Now,
ties up quite a bit.
Personally, guys, I think Brandon should really come out fast and almost throw some reckless abandon and not let Nicky get comfortable because if he does.
Yeah.
And
find his range.
And we've seen Nicky deal with big punchers like Danny Robles.
Absolutely.
Which he had to win against.
I think his most impressive win thus far.
He timed and tagged and held, and it worked. And that could be a pattern that we could see tonight. Higgins has to cut off that ring and let combinations go to have success.
Nice counter right hand. I think he might have got Brandon's attention with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Molina not known for his power. But that's a shot's a shot,
Right.
No, he timed him extremely well there.
Molina looks unusually big tonight.
Yeah.
He looks very big for the weight,
Yeah, he
looks a lot bigger
you
than
wouldn't
Brandon.
think Brandon, Brandon theoretically is the bigger man, but it really doesn't show.
Yeah.
Right, Brandon came down in weight for this, correct?
Upper body, correct.
Brandon hasn't fought at 140 professionally.
I've always thought that's where he should be, though.
Absolutely, yeah. I think his power will translate a lot better at this weight. We'll find out tonight. Both men in great physical shape. They've both got great camps, good sparring.
Right.
There's no excuses for this one,
Oh, what a lead uppercut.
There is a shot that you
Beautiful
don't
timing.
expect. That was beautiful by Nick Molina.
And I know you mentioned it, maybe the power not being there, but precision and placement and timing makes up for a lot of that, right?
Yeah.
And guys,
Molina
look,
looking very fast tonight.
Molina already looks like it's the third round in the sense that he's already dialed in.
Right.
Not in the sense that he's
landing
fatigued or anything,
that lead
but
uppercut with that timing
normally
like that.
there's that pre-fight jitters and
Big shot from Higgins over the top.
Good overhand.
First good big shot of Higgins.
Yeah.
And Nicky has it thrown
Nicky wore it well.
Yeah. Nick looks very comfortable. That's a really good point.
I think one of the difference, guys, and the reason I think Brandon got a little rocked is he didn't see the shot he got hit with. I think Molina was able to at least see what was coming. Now Brandon's starting to try to catch a rhythm with feints and a little bit of head movement.
Yeah. Nice timing.
He's got to crush the space, though. If he does not crush the space, he's not going to be able to win fighting off his back foot and allowing Nicky to kind of do what he wants.
You know what I liked about Molina there? He snuck a jab in at the end. He could have been fine with the 2-punch combination, but he just got that extra shot in there,
I just can't get over how relaxed Nicky Molina looks. But Brandon is dialed in. He's as game as they come.
Oh, and he's completely laser focused.
Before I trained Brandon, my nickname for him was Brandon Honest Effort Higgins. He is going to give a solid effort no matter who
every time
he's in there with. Yeah. And guys, I want to touch on something that I did get out of Manny Fowley. They know that that Brandon Higgins is going to be the same in the first as he is in the 8th if we get there. He's not a guy that gets discouraged easy, so they are prepared for that. Because I can assure you, Brandon, from his amateur fights to his pro fights, he is relentless.
Yeah. However, similar to what we saw in the Gigliotti fight, bit of a slow start for Higgins in the first round. Molina looked sensational. He looked comfortable in the pocket, moving great. Higgins is obviously going to have to get in a little closer, a little quicker tonight.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's calm, laser focused, one round. And they've got to be expecting that from Molina. It's not like,
they know each other well, right? I mean.
But I'll tell you, Chris, Brandon could always land a shot at any stage in this fight. But if he doesn't make a stand in these next 2 rounds, he's putting himself in a very bad position.
Because Molina, as we saw in the Robles fight, once he knew he had the cards in the bag, he that 6th round was not existent. He was on his bike the entire time.
Molina looking super relaxed, but I got to give it to Brandon. I can see that look in his eyes. I know Brandon very well, and the determination's there. I sense no frustration yet in Brandon Higgins.
Oh, that was a sneaky little uppercut from Higgins.
But a left hook by Molina.
And like you said about Brandon's tenacity, even in that Harry fight, 6th, 7th, 8th round, Brandon was still coming forward.
He took over the second half of that fight.
Right.
It was just a little too late.
Yeah. But like you said, he's not going to get dejected and throw in the towel, and he's not going to be relegated to the fact that I'm losing tonight. He's coming until that final bell.
And right now, he's pressuring Molina a little bit better.
He's cutting the ring off
a little bit. But he's cutting the ring off a little more, and he's getting a little closer. He's getting closer to that target. Nice jab from Higgins.
Nicky just looks really comfortable with his range.
Yeah.
Brandon's got to show more than that left hook. He's got to give Nicky more to think about than that left hook. I'd like to see Brandon keep his left hand a little higher. He's kind of inviting a right hand at some point. He just got hit by one, I think.
Yeah.
Might have missed.
Higgins is closing the gap a little bit, but Molina's got some really nice footwork.
Molina looked for that lead uppercut again, followed by the 2 down the middle.
If you notice, we're working a circle here where he's traveling. Molina's just traveling in that direction all night.
Putting miles on them shoes.
But Brandon's trying to put that pressure on him. He's
starting
to ask questions. However, Molina's had answers to all the questions.
Nice little body shot from Higgins.
Guys, I want to bring up Matt Doherty because Matt Doherty's played a big part in helping both of these guys mature as pros. I got to watch a lot of both of them, obviously, and when I was training Brandon, but right at the start of Nicky's pro career, even before his pro debut, they both got a lot of rounds from Matt Doherty.
And Matt's a tough dude.
And a guy you'll learn from.
A lot of experience.
See, Brandon wants to make Nicky expel more energy. The way Nicky was bouncing there, that's the first good body shot by Higgins. That's good for Brandon Higgins.
Right.
When Nicky's just walking around the ring, bouncing like that, it's nice movement. But,
there it is
another
again.
Sneaky uppercut.
Yeah.
You got to think that they worked on that punch. That's not something you see from Nick Molina.
Right.
It's not known for an uppercut.
But he's landed it 2 out of the 3 times
who
he's
expects that
so
to
far.
come out of the gate? You don't think that's going to be the first punch in a combination,
And he'll stop placing those uppercuts to the body as well. More competitive round, but I have Molina up 2-0.
I think that's pretty clear. And again, we may see a repeat of, if we keep mentioning it, but the Higgins-Gigliotti fight. Oh, the fans are in the house. There's belts, homemade belts.
If you're a big Brandon Higgins fan, the only good sign in that round was he did land a body shot, and he was making Nicky move, I think, a little more than Nicky wanted to move. First round, Nicky was just stepping around. This round, he was bouncing around.
And this is an 8-round fight. This is not a 6-round fight, It's hard to keep that movement up for 8 straight rounds, But Nicky so far, as you call him, Sean, I feel weird calling him.
And the Robles fight was
Six rounds, yeah.
And he kept it up for those 6, right? I know this is 2 more, but
from them and then Jim.
Great fight so far from Molina, you know.
Yeah.
The thing that impresses me so much about Nick Molina is how he adjusts as the fight goes.
I feel as if Higgins needs this round. To get in a three-round hole in an 8-round fight
even if he doesn't win the round, he's got to start to put
establish
some pain
himself.
on. Yeah, he's got to put some pain on Nicky. My knock on him, Brandon, in the fight with Harry was he was a little too relaxed early. Like there was not enough urgency. He needs to. It's time to start getting urgent.
Oh, there you go.
It looks like he's looking to do so.
Yeah. Molina rolls when punches come very well. That's not a lot of fighters have to. It's a skill that takes a little time to acquire. But
Canelo's
when a shot
great
comes,
at it.
oh yeah. Nice body shot from Higgins.
Yep. And I mean, maybe Brandon should just start investing in that body because it seems like right now Nick's head is too elusive, you know?
Well, that old water in the basement.
Yeah,
you got to
right.
move her in front of you, you know?
Like Tony says.
Brandon's trying that body shot. He's just throwing it from too far out.
There you go.
Even there, punch him in the chest.
Shots.
Yeah, you know?
Man, Molina is good at tying up, and that's not to say it in a negative way. He knows exactly when to stop that. And
good left hook to the body by Brandon.
That's the type of pressure that Higgins needs, yeah.
Nice 1-2 by Nicky. I think when they're in the clinches, you guys mentioned that Molina wraps up nice, but Brandon in the past is a great clinch fighter.
Oh,
he throws whatever.
Similar to Ricky Hatton.
Oh, that was a big
overhand
shot from Higgins.
Yep.
Probably his best shot of the fight.
Yep.
I mean, Molina took it well, obviously.
Yeah, very well.
But still a big shot.
Yep.
Shot like that can win you a round.
This is a hard round to judge. If anything, I'm leaning towards Higgins right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, nice footwork.
Nice jab by Nicky.
Yeah.
Nicky's got to get back to just flowing. You know, it's almost looking like he's looking too much for his counters. Just let things flow, just like he's doing right there.
Oh, nice hook.
That hook land?
Yeah, I believe so. If not, see, the one thing is Molina rolls with the shot so well.
So it's tough to tell if it lands flush or if.
Good body shot by Higgins.
Yep. Closer round, I thought that time.
I think that was a Higgins round.
I tend to lean into the Higgins direction as well. There wasn't a whole lot to choose between, but Brandon came forward.
He had a couple bigger moments, a couple nice body shots.
The biggest shot of the round was the right hand.
The overhand,
by Brandon.
You know what's interesting about it, if you watch Higgins in the corner, he's having a conversation with his trainers, which is good because that means you're not too gassed. You know,
he's not breathing too
but
heavy
he's talking to his trainers. You know,
Nicky looks like he's barely breathing. Yeah. Brandon looks like he's barely breathing. Both guys,
exceptional conditioning.
Know they're going to be in great shape. My guess is Manny's letting Nick know that round is too close. We can't have many more rounds like that.
Yeah.
Coming into the halfway point.
Definitely a chess match going on.
Yeah, definitely. Good right hand.
Yeah. Molina's got very fast hands.
Yeah. Good, very good timing. And that's what he was doing in the first round, just pumping that jab. Oh. Good exchange there.
Brandon might have landed the heaviest shot, but Nicky landed more shots in that exchange.
It was a big shot, but
I mean, Brandon wore it well.
Yeah, but he's got Brandon on his heels. This is interesting.
Yeah. I think that way affected him in a big way.
Yeah. I think Brandon might be.
Yeah. I don't think we picked up on it, but I think he was shook up by that shot.
I think Brandon's got a really good poker face.
Now, guys, I want to tell you something about Brandon Higgins, though. There was an amateur fight.
Right?
Yeah, he fought a guy in the amateurs where I couldn't believe how he recovered and survived. This is a guy that his name I can't think of at the moment, but he was nationally rated. Unfortunately, he passed away. But he hit Brandon with everything, and then next thing you know, Brandon be right back in the fight.
Yeah. The tremendous shape Brandon stays in, too, is going to lend you a lot of help with recovery, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know why Brandon's on his back foot like that. It just made that right hand to the body much easier for Nicky to land.
Yeah.
And Nicky knows he don't got to worry about. They know each other.
Right.
Nicky knows he doesn't have to worry about Brandon off the back foot.
Yeah.
And that's a good point, Sean. I think for viewers that may not be familiar, who may be tuning in from elsewhere, these guys have sparred. These guys have trained together when they were younger. These guys have competed against each other.
Right.
They know each other.
My guess is they've sparred 100 rounds. They've sparred probably 20 rounds in front of me, but my guess is they've sparred at least 100 rounds over the years.
And those are those things you pick up.
Yeah.
You download them and you say, hey, if I ever get this guy in that situation, I have to remember that, you know. They know what works and what doesn't work, you know. So usually when you have fights like this,
set that left hook to the body up instead of just jumping in with it.
Right.
Snuck it in there, though. Nice jab by Molina.
see, that's where Brandon could be very effective, but Molina is slow, slick with how he ties it
right
up.
back to the middle of the ring.
Guys, though, Brandon is a great inside fighter. I don't understand why he's not.
Well, he's getting tied up. Molina's doing a sensational job of neutralizing.
Good counterpoint, Chris.
Well, I was in the corner against Nick Molina once, and I watched him tie up my guy every time. He's like, "Now we're gonna we're tied up."
Manny Foley has to be happy with that round.
100%. Yeah.
And I don't want to say that Brandon Higgins was hurt that round, but he was shook.
Yeah.
He was shook.
Well, he suddenly went on his back foot, and we hadn't seen that. Suddenly he was getting backed up. I don't think Nick Molina realized he may have did some damage there for a second. Then suddenly he hopped in.
But if you're Nicky Molina and Manny Foley, unless he's truly hurt, he doesn't want to jump all over Brandon Higgins because you know that surge from Brandon's going to come late.
That's dangerous,
and Nicky wants to have enough to hold him off if that happens in the later rounds.
There's the hardware.
Three.
No.
Right now I have a 3-1 Molina.
Yeah, I have the exact same. And I think
Brandon's showing that urgency that he needs to show.
Yeah. And he needs to show it now. He can't show it in the 7th, 8th round.
Right.
Yeah.
I just wish he'd use a little more setup shots. He's such an explosive guy. There. Like that jab right there, and then work something behind it. Nice sharp shooting by Nicky Molina.
I love that uppercut. We were talking about it multiple times tonight. We didn't see one uppercut all night, and then suddenly Nick Molina just
good overhand.
Well, it's something I've always noticed Nicky does, and it's hard to do. He'll counter with an uppercut. He'll slip something, counter with that uppercut to the body, counter with the chin, quick 1-2.
That's not beginner stuff right there. You know?
Brandon has to get off off his heels and get some bounce at his feet.
Oh. Look at that.
Little showmanship.
Yeah, a little showmanship.
After being shoved into the ropes. Nicky's looked super elusive tonight.
That's a nice two. Yeah. Two from Higgins.
Listen to this crowd, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, that could also be a political chant. We're not quite sure. I mean, to have a crowd chanting you like that, it's got to pump you up.
And there's Brandon trying to work that free hand, like you said.
That was interesting, guys. Brandon, although he might be stronger in the upper body, Nicky was able to push Brandon back while wrapping him up there.
Oh.
Good lead right.
Yeah, nice quick right hand by Brandon. He's going to have to do a little more, though, if he wants to win this round. Another good right hand by Higgins.
You know another thing Molina's very good at? When he
Another good right hand. That's 3 good right hands in a row by Brandon Higgins.
When Molina catches a shot, you know what he's very good at? Immediately trying to get a shot back to make that moment disappear in the judge's mind.
Right.
You know?
Oh, good counter right.
Yeah. I mean, Higgins had some good moments, but then Molina
right.
lands a 3-punch combination.
Kind of takes it right back.
I think this round's still to be won, though. I think either guy could still win this round.
Oh,
good left hook.
And that's what Brandon wants to do. He wants to pull him down. He wants to rough him up because that stuff will show up later in the fight.
That Brandon Higgins left hook, huh? He will live and die on that mountain. I mean, it's something beautiful. Oh,
good one,
fourth good right hand by Brandon Higgins.
You can tell they really respect each other, which is cool.
I think Higgins took that round.
That is an incredibly close round.
It was a tough round to score, but I'm going to give it to Higgins.
I definitely think Brandon did some of his best work in that round.
Now, if you're in a situation where you're looking at a 3-2 fight, like you
potentially are,
you know, this is anybody's fight still.
Yeah.
If you're seeing this from a place where you just appreciate Molina's boxing and you're not going to, those 2 close rounds, you're going to opt with him. You could also be looking at a shutout right now.
That's a good point, Chris, because the Molina had moments in the rounds that I've given Higgins as where
that somebody else could find.
The Molina rounds, there's no question.
Yeah. I think we're looking at a 3-2, 4-1 kind of fight right now.
Or 3-2-1 even, maybe.
True. Yeah. I mean, you don't see that a lot, but
I remember hearing something. If you got to think too much who won the round, then nobody really won it.
Yeah, but it's I'm a fan of 10-10 rounds, but you just don't see them a lot.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, 2 guys just don't do anything. This is not an example of that, you know. But
and they
I
still
don't
get
like
a
to give a guy a round. I want a guy to win a round.
There you go.
And I will say, as far as my opinion, that Brandon, I gave him that round. I can't say he flat out won that round. It was close. These next 3 rounds are going to be very interesting.
Yeah, very telling.
But Brandon using some of that physicality a little bit more now, which is beneficial to him.
I just hope the ref doesn't continue to step in as soon as he starts trying to use that physicality to his advantage.
Oh, sneaky little shot from Molina,
there,
but then a nice counter hook from Higgins. I mean, that's a 50-50 exchange right there, you know. It becomes what did you see and what did you like. You know? Oh, right. So they do a 50-50 exchange, and then Molina gets those 2 shots in and takes the moment. It's really smart.
In those exchanges, Nicky has the superior hand speed, so he's able to get off more.
Yeah. Oh, that was a big shot.
Yeah, good 2-3.
Yeah, Brandon tipping his cap there, though, getting his chin low.
Yeah.
Jab by Higgins, but a hook by Molina.
You just got to love the crowd. You just got to love it.
Got to love just atmosphere. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, good work.
3 jabs and a right hand.
I like Molina. Always sneaks a little extra one in.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to give me 3? Let me grab 4 real quick. Oh, nice head movement from Higgins, though. And then he just knows.
But Brandon's going to have to do something to turn this round around because this is a Molina round.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But when he gets there, Sean, Molina ties him up.
Yeah.
You know?
Like you said, I think Molina's back to that flowing like he was before, you know?
The only knock I would have on Molina is I think he should be using his jab more.
Again,
he just missed with
that
mean uppercut.
Yeah.
And there, you notice there, he roughhoused Brandon, pulled the back of his head down. Nicky's a sponge. That's what I noticed when he would spar with Matt Doherty. You do something, next round he'll do it against you.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon should be throwing everything in the kitchen sink in that last 10 seconds to try and
try to sneak something away.
Yeah. I think we've moved into a situation, gentlemen, where Higgins either needs a stoppage or he needs to, a knockdown and pull out the last 2 rounds.
He has to have a big. Yeah. I don't know if I'd go that far yet, but you might be right. I'm not.
The thing we have to keep in mind is the rounds that we think Higgins won were close rounds. There's no way that a judge is going to interpret that the same way. That's why I think the urgency has to be.
Oh, no, I agree. Brandon Higgins.
Molina's rounds were definitive.
It'd be a good idea for Nicky to win one of these next 2 rounds, but Brandon Higgins absolutely
100%.
needs 2 big rounds and maybe a knockdown.
Yeah,
absolutely.
A knockdown would be a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But Molina's displayed nothing but a good chin.
And look who's bouncing to start the round.
Yeah. I think the conditioning's not a question for either guy, in my mind anyway.
There's those mean body shots, though.
Yep.
Make them uncomfortable.
Oh, nice. Wow. Beautiful by Molina. And then escapes after it.
He looks so sharp tonight.
He really is boxing a beautiful fight.
I mean, against his toughest opponent, he's looked better than I've ever seen him look.
You know what's
makes
interesting?
him miss at the end.
You know what's interesting so far? I think.
Nice right hand by Molina. And left hook to the body to set it up. Brandon's got to stop lunging with that left hook.
Well, I think there's a little bit of reckless abandon there because there's desperation.
Right. That shoe shine by Nick.
Yeah.
Nice body work by Nicky Molina. Brandon needs to double that jab to land that right hand. He's got to take a little mustard off it.
What we saw in the fight with Robles, which at the time was his best opponent, he rose to the occasion.
Absolutely.
That was probably his best performance, and now I think this performance is even better than that one.
Right.
So that's a sign of a great fighter when you become better against your opposition, because he's had some rough nights against guys that are like, wait, what? He went the distance with that guy?
Right.
But he's proven tonight that he rises to the occasion.
That's a very good point. Nicky Molina truly does rise to the level of his opposition.
Yeah.
And he's in with the most experienced, physically the biggest man he's ever been in the ring with. And
pure will. A man. Brandon Higgins is a man of pure will.
It hasn't been easy, but he's winning.
Yeah.
I just love Brandon's determination, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's tremendous.
Like Manny Foley told me, we know he's going to be the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 7th round as he was in the 1st or 2nd.
A few seconds ago, Brandon had he was in, but he had enough distance to throw punches. Yeah. And Nick Molina literally grabbed one arm and pulled him closer to initiate the clinch. And I'm not saying that, again, in a negative way. Just so smart. Yeah. Like, you come here.
Generalship.
Yeah.
Nice counter hook by Molina.
Yeah.
That's what Higgins wants to do. He's just got to do more of it. Great left hook to the body, but he got caught up by an right hand and then maybe an uppercut as well.
I mean, Molina's timing is just really special.
Yeah.
Closer round, but I still think Molina's round.
Nick's round,
Guys, this is it. I mean, I feel as if Higgins needs the knockout at this point.
I would agree.
Yeah, Molina's boxing a masterpiece. And especially going into the end here, right? He's going to be on the move. Yeah. He knows he has it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not going to throw punches, but as what we saw in the Robles fight is when he knew he had that fight, he was not taking a single chance because he knew that he had a puncher coming after him. But I also think he's got these fans here. Everybody's pumped up.
Yeah.
But if you are a Higgins fan
it's
right
not
now,
like
you have
it's
to.
not like you've ever had Brandon on the ropes where you want to, you think you can close him out in this round either.
And Brandon's up. He knows.
Of course. No, Brandon.
And you would hope that his corner told him that.
I don't think it would be a good idea for Nicky to coast. I think
he should make a statement.
Box smart,
yeah.
but not coast. And look at him, looking to hold down the middle of the ring. Now he's back on the move. There's that sneak left uppercut counter.
Yep.
But I'm judging. I know Brandon very well, and I'm judging his face expressions. And to give him his due, he's a hard man to discourage.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a special fighter. There's no doubt about it. I just think he's in there with somebody that's just using the movement and the timing better than he is.
Timing is the key word.
Timing, yeah. I don't even know if it's speed as much as it is timing.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah. Brandon's quicker than he gets credit for.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like Brandon should be doing every time that
that's what I feel like he should have been doing since the first round. But it's easier
whatever he's got free, just throw. Of course.
Oh.
Right.
Now, Molina was a little off balance.
I think he was off
but
balance.
Look, he comes right back and stops the moment. That's just such a smart fighter.
I think Brandon just nailed them with a real good body shot.
I mean, it's been a spectacular fight.
Great fight,
Oh, nice hook. I think Molina caught that on the glove.
Yeah. Oh, what an uppercut.
Oh, nice uppercut.
He just does such a good job of making you fight where he wants you to fight.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't like where it is,
he just moves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at Brandon Higgins pour it on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
that was a big shot.
Yeah. Molina's willing to trade with him more than I expected being the last round, figuring that he's, up on the cards.
I don't think he's been hurt yet, though.
No, that's true.
In a sense, maybe he doesn't respect the power.
Yeah.
I think he respects the power to the body. I think those body shots he's starting to feel. Good right uppercut to the body by Molina.
Yeah.
This place is on its feet in the closing moments here of an amazing main event for the New England Super Lightweight Championship.
Look, outside of that beautiful uppercut.
That's the kind of flurries that he needed for Higgins.
I don't know how you don't give this round to Higgins. He's the one pushing the pace.
Oh, good right hand.
Brandon would just take a little mustard off some of those shots. He's already strong. He's overshooting some of them. They're going over the top of Molina's head. Another big right hand by Higgins.
Shot, yeah. He's got to work
I think this is a Higgins round, guys.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
He's got to work there. They're all close. I mean, they're really close rounds. But Molina just seems to have better ring general shape. Yeah. Here we go. Closing seconds. Let's let him take it out. Oh! Both men fought as hard as they possibly could fight.
And we're all over here clapping even at the broadcast table.
Great fight.
Nicky's coach giving Brandon water. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they're both, these guys are friends. They grew up together. There's no hard feelings here.
No, it's a fight game.
Yeah, and respect for both. It was not, no one was blown out here by any stretch of the imagination.
I have it relatively close. I have it 5-3 Molina.
5-3. I have the same. I have the exact same card to me, but there's one or two toss-up rounds.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see what the judges say.
What they put that value in.
I could see a world where one of those judges has us a shutout, which is completely unfair. Completely unfair, but we'll see.
By the body language, though, Brandon seems to feel he won the fight.
Art Nolan in ring,
ready
with
to
the
hand
title
out
in
the
hand.
hardware.
You gotta love the one fan that yells out, "Easy win, Nick."
Yeah, probably the guy who's
a win, perhaps.
Yeah,
easy. I mean,
probably the guy,
nothing easy
probably
about
from
that.
the gentleman who's never thrown a punch in his life.
Yeah.
You can see the Molina contingent getting
feeling
ready.
really happy.
Getting over there in the blue corner, ready to celebrate.
Yeah, they're pumped up. Hey, they have a lot to be excited about. I mean, Nick Molina is starting to show the potential to be a breakout star from New England, you know?
Yeah, tonight was a huge step.
Huge step, and he looks sensational in it, you know? All respect and props to Brandon Higgins. I mean, your heart kind of breaks for him because in his 2 biggest fights, he was just a little short, you know?
Yeah.
But let's see how the judges
we have been wrong before. Let's see.
Certainly have.
We all thought Chris Jacobs beat Ryan Clark that first time.
Yeah, right. That's true.
I mean, 5-3 on my card. If it's one judge has it,
and I had 5-3 as well.
It's 4-4. It's a draw.
Right. My fear is my Higgins rounds were still relatively close.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of respect for both.
Point.
A lot of respect for both guys. I love both fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 of New England's best putting on an 8-round show for you tonight in Windham, New Hampshire. I think they both deserve a round of applause. We go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Eddie Scunzio sees the fight 77-75. Judges Kevin Hope and Martha Tremblay see the fight 78-74. For your winner, via unanimous decision, and now the New England super lightweight champion, Saint Nick Molina.
What a great moment for Nicky Molina.
Yeah, absolutely.
My heart goes out to Brandon Higgins.
Yeah. He won that fight. He deserves that victory. It was the best performance of his career. Yeah. And, I mean, again, it's going to – I'm fascinated to see where he is in 2 years. I mean that in a good way, not a bad way.
Here's why, guys, is because, he's got fast hands. He's got great movement. But the biggest thing is he makes adjustments on the go.
Yeah.
That is so hard to do. Yeah. There's guys that go their whole careers and have success and never learn how to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have a safe drive home and enjoy your Thanksgiving.